Firstly, let me just say thanks for signing up. The first video should be on its way to your inbox right now, but you might need to check that it hasn't gone into spam, and if it has, just mark it as safe. So then you'll receive the rest of this series of 3, which will follow on consecutive days. Whole concept of online business, working in very different ways from what we've always taken for granted, building automated systems that use the power and leverage of the internet to generate an income 24/7. It's fairly hard to believe for many of us, especially people of my generation, the baby boomers. We grew up with sayings like, you don't get anything for nothing, time's money. And we were conditioned to believe in the 9 to 5 working day and the 5-day working week. But for a growing number of people, this is no longer relevant. Having more time, financial freedom, the ability to work wherever you choose, this has become the norm for many people. And if you still doubt it, look online, do a Google search. Is the laptop lifestyle real? Because it absolutely is. But for most of us, that idea is still a source of massive skepticism, and I totally get that, because it's exactly how I felt when I was where you are now or last year, which is why I thought it might be useful to put together this video for you now. What I briefly want to talk about is you, your success, and how to get there. Fact is, in a practical sense these days, there are far less barriers to achieving your dreams than ever before. The information is there, it's readily available, but that's not the problem. Lack of information is not why most people fail to achieve that life they dream of. The problem almost always lies inside of us, in our own heads, our perception of ourselves, what we think we're capable or not capable of achieving. We often tend to self-limit ourselves or sabotage ourselves because we don't have enough self-belief. And that's what really stops us getting the life we want, being the person we want to be. In other words, if you want to change your external reality, you have to change your internal reality first. You see, it's just not enough to just understand the mechanics of building an online business and marketing it. If it was, believe me, everyone would be doing this. Success requires so much more than that. It's the same with anything in life that you want to achieve. You've got to overcome this built-in self-limitation. In my opinion, there are basically 3 keys, if you like, that we need in order to unlock that door to success in anything. The first is we've got to really change. We've got to really want to change. We've got to know what that change looks like. We have to visualize and really define our goals. What you want to achieve, how and where you want to live your life. Imagine it, write it down, do whatever it takes to keep those goals in your head. The second key is to change the way you think, that internal reality. Ignoring that little voice in your head that's telling you you can't do things, that you're not good enough, because you can do this. You absolutely can. But first, you have to believe in yourself. You have to make a real commitment to yourself to do whatever's required to achieve those goals that you now have in your head or written on the fridge door. And you have to be prepared to step out of your comfort zone for a while, because it does take a few weeks to get comfortable with that shift that you need to make. Last key, we need to get the practical resources that will enable us to reach those goals. You need training, you need mentors, support, all those things to enable you to get the right mindset. And that first video that's arriving in your inbox now is your gateway to the most useful, powerful, and life-changing resource that I've ever come across. It's a company with the infrastructure to guide you towards getting all 3 of those keys to success. The company is called the SFM. And in the first video, you're going to meet one of the company's co-founders, Stuart Ross. He's going to explain all about his journey, his own values, what he believes in, and I think you'll start to get an idea of what I'm rabbiting on about here. Stuart is, on the one hand, just an ordinary guy who's made an enormous amount of money as a digital entrepreneur, but on the other hand, he's also an amazing person who's realized the fulfillment that you get from helping other people improve their lives. I absolutely applaud him for that. He's one of the mentors in the SFM that I use and benefit from regularly to guide me, help me build my own business. So look, if you're worried about not having what it takes to do this, if you don't feel confident, or you're worried about not having the time or the technical skills, or you're worried because you don't know anything about online business, or you do, but you don't have a clue how it could work for you, let me reassure you now, none of that matters. Anyone can learn to do anything with the right training, the right support, and the right mentors to give you the mindset you need. Just think about some of the things you've achieved that initially you didn't think you'd be able to do. Driving a car, riding a bike, learning to swim. You didn't give up, did you? You just kept going. And with the right help when you needed it, you got there. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. So go ahead, check your inbox, watch that first video, and if you've got any questions at all, just drop me an email, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.